As an educator and an entrepreneur, I was tasked with really understanding the power of what's known as profitability. Profitability, it can be a powerful perspective for us in schools and should be. Profitability is really centered around an idea or the question of how can I do more with less? Because what I found is as I started consulting and working with more schools, we end up doing less with more. You see, I'm going to talk more about that. But again, as an entrepreneur, I started thinking, all right, in order to be more profitable, I had to focus on efficiency and being effective. What I meant is, you know what? When you're talking about something being effective, you're talking about what works. You hear this constantly at Hustle University, right? We're always talking about what works. Let's discuss more about what works so we can scale it. But also not just being effective, we also want to be efficient. We want to know what works, but also in the least amount of time with the least amount of effort. That's how we can maintain and become more and more profitable. Some of you may have heard of the 80-20 rule. This is what I learned as an entrepreneur. I didn't learn this as an educator. Roughly 80% of the consequences or the results actually come from 20% of the causes or the work. Work less and achieve more. You see, in schools all around this country, I remember when I was a teacher, right? This is what the big complaint was from my principal and other educators. No, we ain't got enough this. We ain't got enough that. We don't have enough people. We don't have enough books. We don't have all the things, complaining and blah. We love to do that. Right? That's what failing school do. That's the part of the failing school culture. Blaming, complaining, and feeling entitled, right? So this is what we do. Always talking about what we don't have. We got less money. But you know what? When you understand this principle and stay focused on what works and profitability, you know that there are ways that you can achieve more with less. Less people, less time, less resources. If you're focused on profitability and understand the Pareto principle and start focusing on efficiency and effectiveness, right? So now the question is, where is that 20%? And that's part of the work that we do as a consulting firm is helping our schools find that 20% and get the 80 out of it instead of the opposite like schools do. Oh, it's so shameful and embarrassing that schools are doing just the opposite. They have too many tools and are not getting the work done. This is across the country. Schools, particularly low performing and underperforming schools, Title I schools. Hold on. Just the fact that you're a Title I school means you get what? Title I money, right? So you get money, right? For your designation as an underperforming school and low income community, you get the CSI funds, TSI, and all those different things. We get a whole lot of stuff. We're not getting the work done. That's because we are not thinking about profitability, efficiency, and effectiveness. We want more. That's our thing. Give me more. And we assume that more equals more. But in this case, many times, less equals more.